Sanbonani guys, welcome back to yet another video, and we are speaking about the latest episode of the Bala family. So guys, this episode opens up with Uloyiso and Upinki having a coffee date, and Pinky basically speaks about the issue, or I don't even know whether I should call it an issue, because we don't even really know about what does Pinky want from Jane at this point. But anyway, she brings up Jen's name and says, Witty, her and Jen have these unresolved issues. And I'm just thinking to myself, every opportunity Pinky gets, guys, she will bring up Jen's name. Can Jen's name just not rest? And for me, I'm thinking the disrespect for you to bring up someone else's wife, whereas that is Loiso and he's the husband. Like, you're really expecting him to, like, I just feel like this woman low-key wants her brother to divorce Jen. I just low-key feel like this woman, Upinki, doesn't want her brother's marriage to work. Because there's no way you're going to tell me you're in support of someone's marriage working, yet you continually, like every chance you get, you continually mention how the wife is the divider in this family. Anyway, Upinki brings up the point of saying that it can't always be her raising the issues that she has with Jen while they have a mother, especially things about Umakoti. Now I'm asking myself, guys, when you're saying especially izinto zika makoti, kanti is umama the one who has a problem with Ujen? Umama doesn't have a problem with Umakoti, so what issues is she bringing up when Pinky is saying especially issues that concern Umakoti? Pinky, I don't know, it's like she wants to recruit everyone to prove her point of how Jen is really the divider. She's the one who's dividing this family. And I'm thinking to myself, no, why must people come and fight your battles? If you feel like you and Jen's issues, you go fight your battles. Why must your mother at 73 years old, 72, 73 years old, be fighting your battles as a big woman? Battles that you keep bringing up. Because if battles, guys, as petty, like they never ending. Heike Loiso goes on to say that I think that Jen doesn't feel accepted in the family, and it's something that Umama has said before. I mean, we can all see it that it doesn't look like she's accepted, or either she's expected to come and play Superman's role in a family that already had existing problems. She is supposed to be coming into a family, she's supposed to build a family that has existing problems, while as the existing members themselves, they can't fix the issues. Like, guys, like, we need to change that whole mentality of believing that when a Makoti comes into a home, one man, she's supposed to change the situation. Like, that's impossible. While there's so many, I mean, Ujem, Pinky and Uzwai, strong forces as they are, the two of them, they can't fix their family issues, but Jen, one man, because she's a Makoti, she's supposed to fix and bring peace in that family. Yo, Aingeke. Then anyway, Loiso says that, you know what, he's going to set up a meeting with Ujen, tell her that they should have a meeting, the three of them, Pinky, Jen, and Loiso. Then Pinky says, no, like, but why should you be there? Because you're going to be taking sides. So, like, yeah, she's uncomfortable with Loiso being there. And Loiso says, okay, fine, bring another person that you feel like will be a neutral or someone that's going to be on your side. What I don't like is, like, I feel like with this family, like, there's meetings, these meetings are never ending, and I feel like these meetings don't ever resolve much. Because I feel like, yes, Unoyise at some point he did say that, no, I'll speak to Uchen and then we'll have the meeting. I feel like he should have said, oh, Kala, like, I will speak to Jen and I will come back to you and I will tell you whether she wants a meeting. Don't go ahead and confirm meetings. So now Jen must be in and out of meetings, no Pinky. Meetings that are never ending. How many meetings has Jen had with Upinki, guys? At this point, Upinki deserves to just be blue ticked. Because Mdala, guys, she's old for the things that she's doing. What must Jen do? Yes, the last time Jen did accept with Umama, she did say that, listen, if Pinky wants a meeting, I am willing to have a meeting. But I'm just like, Pinky's never going to be fine with Jen. There's nothing Jen can ever possibly do to make Pinky love her except to bow down and to agree to everything Pinky says. That's when Jen will be loved by you, Pinky. So anyway, guys, then we see a scene where Umama basically is decorating or renovating her house, guys, with her own money. So while she's renovating her house, Ungene uLazola. Now Lazola is one of the sons of the late Utatu Chafta. So he comes in, I guess he's just coming to check up on Umama. Either that or either he heard from people by, hey, Pela, they're renovating after your father passed away. Maybe Gupume is mali, what, because I don't know if it's a coincidence he's coming while they're renovating. Anyway, then Umama tells him, I like the transparency that Umama had with Ulazola. She tells him, listen, I'm renovating the house and I want to be transparent with you that I had a house in Cape Town, a house that I sold. And with that money, I decided that let me renovate the house that I'm living in because this is my space. So I did not get any money from your father after your father passed away. So I just need you to know that so that you don't think that just because I'm renovating after the funeral, that probably this is money that came from your father's stuff. This has nothing to do with your father. This is my money. So she goes on to explain that her children had said, when the money comes out, she must buy herself a car. But she thought to herself, instead of buying a car, she'd rather fix the house because the house is like one of those old houses. Now, Umama does mention to Ulazola that she is planning on having a meeting where Utatu Chafta's children plus her children, the Bala children, gather together and she can speak to them. I don't know about what. I guess maybe just to say that this is still you guys' home or something like that. I really don't know. Then Lazola says, no, he thinks before they have that collective meeting with the Balas and Utatu Chafta's family, he thinks that Umama needs to call all of Utatu Chafta's children and needs to have a meeting with them. Now, she doesn't really know what the meeting's about because Lazola is the one who is suggesting it, but she does agree that she will eventually do it. I just feel like there's something brewing, but like why should there be a meeting? Has Umama even met all of Utatu Chafta's children? Why should there be a meeting at this point? I don't get it, but anyway, I am happy that Umama is happy to follow the proceedings that maybe would mean something to Tatu Chafta's children. So she is more than happy to do that meeting, you guys. So bona pambilba, what is this meeting about? But I just have a bad feeling about it. I just feel like even for them to possibly, I really hope they're not expecting any money because how many years has Umama been taking care of Utatu Chafta engasebenzi? So I really hope there's nothing that they're expecting them. So then anyway, yeah, guys, we heard that Umama basically is renovating her house and she's renovating it with her own money. Then we see Upinki basically meeting up with Uzwai, discussing this issue that Haibo Pelumama is renovating. Upinki says that I personally thought that Umama was going to renovate few things there and there, windows, whatnot, but it looks like Umama is doing a big renovation. She is like fixing the bathroom, fixing a whole lot of things. And Upinki says, Pela besidlindele money. We were waiting for that money, and that money was supposed to help for it deposit here. And so I don't know whose side of the story, because Upinki is saying the money was supposed to help for it deposit here, and Umama is saying that the children said that the money is supposed to buy her a car. So I don't know which one is which. I guess maybe when they have a meeting, we'll hear about like what really is the issue. So anyway, Upinki brings up the issue of, she feels that Uloyiso, basically insinuating that she feels like Uloyiso is the one that has been motivating and shoshering umama to do renovations. So they basically saying because umama is renovating, like doing serious renovations, there's no one would renovate their house like that and leave it. So which means that she doesn't want to move anymore. She wants to stay in that house. And they feel like because Uloyiso was against buying the house, he must have been the one who steered their mother to renovate the house. I'm just like, shame, Uloyiso catching strays for what? I'm just like, really? And then we see Upinki basically saying that Uchen is mothering Uloyiso. And obviously, if she's mothering Uloyiso, Loyiso will only listen to her because if he doesn't listen to her, he knows that he won't get a plate coming home like at night. I just like why everything has to be about Uchen. This is the reason why I feel like Upinki deserves to be cut off by Uchen because there's no way everything is basically about Uchen. If you're not even blaming your own brother, okay, and Zewu Loyiso, blame Loyiso for certain things because how is your guys, like I'm just feeling like Upinki doesn't know how to keep people. Like, why doesn't she hold Umama accountable for the fact that she wants to renovate her house without bringing in Uloyiso into it? Then we see another scene where Upelo's in the car with Uchen, and basically Pelo is discussing with Uchen, telling Jen how fed up he is with his siblings, how fed up he is more especially with Upinki. Remember, Pelo lives with Upinki, guys. If we feel fed up as the viewers, imagine Upinki that stays there in the house. Imagine Upelo actually who stays there in the house with Upinki. Then, guys, there's something that Jen says that I'm just like, Jen, did you really consider, like, did you really think before saying that, considering you know the situation? Jen says something, they discuss Uti, one day Jen and Uluyiso bought Umama and Utatu Jafta a new fridge. They surprised them and they were so happy. And Jen says Umama mentioned something and said, I'm going to tell Pinky that you bought this house for me. You bought not this house, you bought this fridge for me. Like, and saying it in that that spicy type of voice. And then Uchen says to Upelo that I just said to Mama, why are you being so spicy? I just felt like Uchen should have not said that. I feel like it was unnecessary, and I feel like it's going to confirm things that Pinky already has been saying. Because Pinky has been saying that Umama treats Uchen like a daughter. So Umama can't be saying such things, guys. Esazba Upinki benochen abavani. I kind of feel like, guys, the only person who can possibly fix these things that are going on here is Umama. I am sorry. I feel like sometimes we are not ready to have an honest conversation of how a lot of the things that are going by here could have been resolved if Umama was not afraid and scared of her children, especially if she was not scared and afraid of Upinki Benozwai. Umama will keep quiet while Upinki is going on and on and on and not put down her foot that at the end of the day she's the parent. Guys, but she'll just keep quiet. I'm like, no, mama, like things have to change. So anyway, Pinky and Uzwai, they in the car. Then they bring up the issue of Ucheni. She's not here to build the family. She isn't even concerned about the fact that Uloi so bene family care like there's it's hectic, but she doesn't care about that. And I'm just like, you guys are really like, there's never ever a time Upinki benozwai baxoxa zabo, guys. Why don't they open up to one another about it like Zabo? About the fact that Uzwai is basically giving birth every corner. Why don't they talk and discuss important issues in their own life? Instead, they're always discussing everyone else's lives. Like, no, guys, they've grown up for such things. So Uchen and Pelo end up meeting up for a coffee date, Beno Mama. And Jen asks, like, I see that you're renovating the house. I haven't heard any progress in regards to buying the other house. Like, what is it, Mama? Has your mind changed or whatnot? Then Mama says, Pelamna, I'm 72, turning on 73. This is my house. I'm used to my house. The church is there. The church members are there. So Mama says like she feels comfortable there, that she actually wants to stay there. And I'm like, this is the thing that Upinki is talking about. Why has Mama never ever said this to Upinki about Upinki Benozwai about this, that she's 72, that her church is there? I haven't heard her say anything like that. So can you see bang bano tabandisaband? I'm not saying it's fully on Umama, but why, yes, Umama feels much more comfortable in speaking up is Ubasai, her chest to Uchen, which guys sometimes you cannot choose in life who you are close to. But I feel like when Pinky watches that validates the fact that she feels like her mother loves Umakotuake over her or more than her. Because why hasn't Umama said any of those things to Upinki Benozwai, and instead letting them push the agenda of a new house, not saying anything about Araifuni and Renja. So I didn't appreciate that. And then Upelo brings up the thing of even this house that's been renovated. Upelo doesn't want to stay there anymore because, yeah, Nabeno Pinky Abavani, guys. He says Pinky basically is mistreating him in that house. And Umama basically feels like all of these things are in Upelo's head. You see, when Umama said that, I realized that, oh, I kind of feel, I see where the problem is. Sometimes I feel like Umama doesn't take the role as a parent when she needs to. I felt like at that point, she was invalidating what Upelo was going through. Because there's no way, guys, that we are feeling this way about Upinki, and how many times we've seen how Upinki and Uzwai like treat Upelo as if he doesn't have no say. There's no way, but they baphilisana kakuhle endlini eyi-one. Even Mama says she's tired of the fights and she feels like bamphilisa kabuhlungu by the fights that Upinki Menopelo have. But Umama needs to step up. And she needs to, because right now Pig is behaving like a parent and Upelo's not having it. Pelo's 33 years old, guys, to be treated like that. But I feel like certain things will never come to an end as long as Umama V is quiet about them. So yeah, guys, that is the recap of this latest episode. I'm just like, yo, this family, this is, when we talk about reality TV, this is a real family issues, guys. How many Makotis do you know that are being treated like Uchen? How many sister-in-laws do you know that are like Upinki, that just peep issues out of nowhere? Yeah, guys, anyway, let's park it right there. Tell me what you think about this latest episode. Please do make sure you like the video. Please do subscribe. It is absolutely for free of charge. And I'll see you guys on the next one.